Buenas peñas, soy Dergen y esta es mi primera videoguía. Aquí veremos cómo pasarnos los 4 capítulos que compone esta maravillosa aventura gráfica desarrollada por la empresa alemana Daedalic Entertainment, a la que también debemos títulos como Deponia o A New Beginning. Voy a empezar mostrando el tutorial y continuaremos por El Bosque de Otoño, capítulo 1, en el cual conoceremos a nuestro personaje y haremos el primer contacto con el mundo que lo rodea. Cabe decir que intentaré conseguir todos los logros mientras juego para que veáis cómo hacerlo. Si me salto alguno sin querer, ya descubriré cómo sacarlo y os lo pondré.
It may make you sad to hear it, but this is the last story I'm going to tell you. I know, you like to hear funny stories with jolly people and a happy end, but I don't have the strength for that anymore. What difference would it make if I lied to you? Well, my last story takes place in a land far away, a land that is about to die. It begins in the autumn forest. This is the story of Sadwick, the sorrowful clown. Sadwick is sleeping uneasily, like every night. And he doesn't even know that he'll destroy the world in the course of just a few days.
Pues ese es nuestro personaje, nuestro depresivo payaso depresivo. Es un buen tipo, pero el pobre lleva un bajón de 100.000 demonios. Para los que visteis la anterior parte, bueno, la anterior versión, esta es otra vez la primera parte, ya que la otra tenía problemas de sonido, se escuchaba doble por culpa de los auriculares. Esta la he grabado con unos que me han prestado y por ahora parece que van bien.
What a nightmare. Every night it's the same. I can hardly remember the last time I had a decent night's sleep. Spot? Where could Spot be? He usually comes to see me in the morning.
Haremos el tutorial. Como dice aquí, para guiar a Sadwick debes hacer clic izquierdo en el lugar donde quieres que vaya. Vamos, típico de pulsar con el izquierdo para andar. Para interactuar lo mantienes pulsado un momentito más para que salga esta pantallita, como veis. Simplemente eso. Aquí, bueno, la pantallita, esto es para usar, hablar o mirar. Aquí tenemos la misión actual, lo que tenemos que hacer en ese momento. Y esto, bueno, son comentarios
Herzlich willkommen zu den Entwicklerkommentaren von Whispered World. Mein Name
que gracias a Dios seguro que me agradecéis que nos los deje. Primero abrimos el cajón, le damos a observar
There's only that stupid note in there.
y
And
cogemos
then
la
you write
lista.
down all my chores. Pure harassment, if you ask me. What the heck? I'd better collect the note anyway. Maybe I'll find a fire somewhere.
O si no, la hacemos. Aquí nos explican que pulsando la barra espaciadora podremos ver todos los objetos con los que podemos interactuar. Nos lo remarcan. Pulsando el clic derecho nos abre el inventario, en el cual, de la misma manera que interactuando con cualquier otro objeto, podemos
Ben has given me a lot of tedious
usar,
chores for today.
mirar
Why did I even bother to get out of bed?
cualquier objeto que llevemos. Bueno, ahora dice que abramos la puerta, pero antes Vamos a hacer aquí un par de cosas. Miremos la nota ajada que hay en la pared.
What was that note again? Ah, yes. I remember now. It's where Ben sketched out how the human cannibal act is supposed to work. It's so unfair. He can even draw better than me.
Echamos un ojo a
That's
todos los
supposed to be
dibujos.
me. Ben didn't get the fearful expression on my face right, though. The most important thing is a solid barrel for the cannon. After all, the cannoneer shouldn't be harmed when he blows me sky high. The plug is attached to the mouth of the barrel. It's the only way to get enough pressure to blow me hundreds of yards into the air. Oh boy, how I hate this act. A parachute should provide a safe landing.
Sobre
Then
todo.
there's nothing to worry about, is there?
Tú tampoco te lo crees, ¿eh?
A small bomb or some gunpowder are sufficient. Just load the cannon and light the fuse. Everything else will turn out fine.
Claro.
Seriously, that's what it says. Everything else will turn out fine.
Sigue
I
repitiéndotelo.
can't believe this is real.
Ahora usamos cabeza del oso
Aha.
y cogemos la llave.
Ah! Oh boy. that
Casi
was
perdemos la
close.
mano ahí, pero
And we'll
bueno.
pay for this.
No ha pasado
I
nada.
could have croaked.
No sé en este mundo cómo irá la sanidad, pero... yo creo que hubiera sido un poco mortal haber perdido la mano. Abrimos puerta y le damos a salir.
Sadwick, you awake? Come here at once. The day's already wasting away.
Ahora conoceréis ese pesado.
Right. Another happy day in the colorful world of the circus.
A ver, recomiendo echarle un ojo a todos los objetos. No solo que vayáis directos a lo que hago en la guía.
Spot,
Miradlo
don't just lay
todo,
around like that. What's
curiosear.
wrong with you?
What do you think's wrong with him?
Maybe he's sick, the plague, or food poisoning,
Don't talk such nonsense.
worm fungus, blue pox. It could be anything.
He's thirsty, Sadwick. That's what happens if you don't carry out your chores properly.
Spot can take it. He's tough.
You've got a lot to learn. Caterpillars don't grow very old. Not if you treat them like this anyway. You'd better get used to the idea.
You're just saying that to annoy me.
I'm serious. You better give him something to drink.
Yeah, whatever, Ben. Come on, let's go, Spot. We'll get you something to drink. And after that, maybe we can finally do something useful.
Cogemos a Spot y lo echamos al cubo de la colada.
All right, Spot. Time to have a drink.
Tenemos un lago aquí al lado, pero bueno. Sadwick es como es. No vamos a culparlo de nada, pobre tipo.
There you go.
Y aquí hemos desbloqueado el primer logro. Aprender a transformar a Spot en pelota. Y su segunda forma. Llevando el puntero a la parte superior derecha de la pantalla, como veis, nos salen las formas de Spot y podemos cambiarlo a nuestro gusto. Ahora enseñémosle a Ben cómo está Spot.
Can you tell me what's wrong with Spot?
I gave him something to drink, like you
El
said.
almidón no le ha sentado
give
bien.
him the water from the laundry tub. Heavens, Sadwick! It's full of starch.
Who cares? Spot seems to be all right.
Bien, y otra recomendación es que agotemos todas las conversaciones con estos.
Hi, Ben.
En cualquier guía os lo
Hi,
recomiendan.
sleepyhead. How often do I have to tell you? Rehearsals.
Así que aquí yo
start
también lo
at
haré.
sunrise.
It's not my fault. I slept very badly last night.
Slept badly? What's that supposed to mean? Not those nightmares
Me parece
again.
They're
rápido.
not ordinary nightmares. They always feel so real. The earthquake, the craggy rocks.
Good heavens, Sadwick. Now pull yourself together. You're a clown, a jester, an entertainer. You're supposed to make people happy, not depressed.
When's our next performance?
Who knows? This stretch of land is just as deserted as all the others we recently passed through. People are leaving the land. They fear the end of the world.
Can't someone else play the clown?
And what do you want to do instead? Lion taming? Just face it, Sadwick. You're not talented enough for the big acts. You can't juggle. You can't throw. You can't even perform your human cannonball act properly.
I'm just fed up with honking noses and farting sounds. Why can't we provide high-class entertainment instead?
And what would that be?
I've written a couple of poems.
Oh, please. Spare me your poems. Believe
Tenemos que
me,
aguantar como este
nobody
inútil
needs
se mete
your
con nosotros.
cerebral whining.
I sneak to the mirror in the darkest of night. I stare at my image and just see the clown. The louder he laughs, the harder I fight. Oh, sinister world, full of hardship and frowns.
Well, Sadwick, that's exactly why nobody likes you. If you really must write poems, why not some funny limericks?
Limericks?
There once was a young circus clown who imagined the sky falling down. He imagined so bad that it made him quite sad. On his face, he wore always a frown.
Okay, no poems then. But how about theater?
Theater? Nobody understands those pompous blowhards. Do you know why people love the circus? Because they don't have to think too hard.
Ah, I get it. If somebody is in search of a real knucklehead,
He can come straight to me
Y lo
and...
the
encontrará.
search is over.
Hey, wait a second.
All right. The theater idea is off, but how about philosophy?
What kind of thing?
What could be more entertaining than getting to grips with the very nature of existence?
Not getting to grips with it. You have more of those terrific ideas.
I'd like to do something intelligent is all.
Listen, we make good money without producing anything. What could possibly be more intelligent?
Sadwick deja de discutir con este idiota.
You're right. The circus is the only worthwhile
No
form
vale la
of
pena.
entertainment.
Spare me your sarcasm. Nobody likes that kind of humor. Now, go and practice your burping alphabet. Okay. Or the human cannonball act.
My nightmares must mean something.
Nonsense. Dreams are for losers. The same with your books and your poems. It's time you got a grip on reality, the serious side of life. Does that ring any bells?
You mean colorful balls and makeup?
Geez, Sadwick. You're a real pain. You need to wake up and be productive.
Is there anything I can do?
Don't tell me you forgot your chores again. I even wrote them down for you.
Oh, those. That's not what I meant. I'd like to do something more important with my time. Something meaningful. Not this depressing
¿Cómo destruir
day-to-day
el mundo?
routine.
The sooner you do what you're supposed to, the sooner you can... Hey!
Eso decían al principio, ¿no? Que
Don't
iba a
you roll
destruirlo.
your eyes like that, young man. Responsibility is still responsibility.
No sé, no da impresión de ello, pero
Your
a
human
saber.
cannonball act, or take a good look around the area. Maybe you can find somebody who wants to see our performance.
I'd rather do the latter. See you.
Yep. See you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
Ya tenemos los fundamentos básicos. Con Ben ya no hay nada más que hablar, ¿no?
I...
Oh, what do you want?
No hay nada
Sí,
más que hablar, vamos
Yep,
a hablar
and
con el
don't-
tío.
You're a...
Pobre bolita mía.
Hello, Grandpa.
Oh, hello, Ben. You look different. Is that a new hat you're wearing?
I'm not Ben, Grandpa.
Siempre igual.
I know, Ben. They don't make hats like they used to anymore.
Siempre
I'm
Ben.
Sadwick.
When I was a little
Soy
clown, we
Sadwick.
used to wear real hats with big, firm bubbles.
Sadwick, your grandson.
I could knock out a full-grown ox with my bubbles. I know that poor animal, but that's the way people liked their hats back then. Now, what can I do for you, Ben?
A Sadwick le preocupa todo.
I wish you wouldn't always mistake me for Ben.
I know. The world is a vale of tears when you're young. Everybody's against you. But there are worse things than tight hats and pinching shirt sleeves, you know.
I'm paying close attention to your words of wisdom, like always.
When you're old, there are tight pains and pinching pantaloons, too. And this, my
Lo raro es
boy,
que sepa dónde
is
tiene
the
los
most
pantalones.
important lesson to take into old age. Loose-fitting pantaloons are the most loyal friends you could ever ask for.
Heavens, did he manage to bring his pantaloons into the conversation again?
I had one of those terrible nightmares again.
There's a cute saying I remember from my boyhood on that very subject. What was it? I forgot.
You mean the old saying, dreams are 10 a penny?
What? That's nonsense. Dreams are not 10 a penny. I once knew a guy who sold dreams at considerably higher prices. Now that I think of it, that guy might
Poco
have been
futuro
me.
tenía ese
The
negocio.
world bought dreams.
No one. Well, that was where the plan fell short. But it was worth a try. There are always fools who spend money on any little nonsense.
Say, Grandpa, you've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
What do you know about the autumn forest?
The autumn forest.
de la
is
izquierda, el
an
bloque de la izquierda, para quien no lo
enchanted
sepa,
place full
claro.
of mystery, strange creatures, but not as many nowadays as in the past. In ancient times, lots of diverse tribes lived there. You can still find traces of them.
Sí, pero ahora
in
mismo
moons and
hay
in
poca cosa.
caves. When I was a child, half the valley was submerged underwater. Now, there's
Al menos
only
a
that
simple
little
vista.
lake with the island. That's all I can remember at the moment.
That's not surprising. You'd even forget the color of your hair if you didn't look in the mirror regularly.
But I still know that it starts with a G.
That doesn't count. You're just guessing.
But I'm right.
Why? Yes,
See? That's all I need to know. Please let it be green.
Verde, dice.
Do you know anything about nightmares and visions?
I know enough that I can't give a profound opinion about them. Only real oracles can interpret dreams. And they're the only ones that can tell you if it was a vision of some sort. I once thought I had a vision too, you know. Yes, an angel appeared and told me that one day my pantaloons would
Estoy seguro de
save the
ello,
world.
totalmente.
I was so excited. I went on pilgrimages,
Y te montaste tu
gathered
propia secta,
disciples
tu
around
propia
me,
secta,
and
Pillín.
performed services and all that
Agua.
without ever changing my pants. Finally, a gypsy told me that it had only been a nightmare. Oh, Ben, you can hardly
Demasiado tiempo callado,
imagine
la boca seca.
how embarrassed I was. 5 years in a monastery, simply because I had chili casserole before bedtime.
You know what? I'll just look it up myself.
Yes, couldn't hurt. I might still seem quite bright in the head, but sometimes the details get a little mixed up.
Say, Grandpa,
You can ask me whatever you can.
you
Ya
know
ni nada
what?
más, vale.
But
See you.
cheer up.
Hacemos una cosa, vamos al bosque.
where are you going?
I want to look around the forest.
Don't get lost.
Don't worry.
Con esto Sadwick se dará cuenta de que no puede salir de aquí.
What the?
Cada vez que va al bosque aparece en el mismo sitio.
I could have told you that. You and your sense of orientation.
Así que hacemos una cosa. Vamos a hablar con ellos para preguntarle qué necesitamos.
Hi, Ben.
Oh, what do you want this time?
Why am I always getting lost?
Because you're good for nothing. That's why. Lack of orientation is just another thing on the long list of your
simpático que eres,
inabilities.
tío.
Without a map and a compass, you wouldn't even find your own feet. And what exactly are you doing?
I'm looking for my feet so I can kick you for what you just said.
Pero que sea fuerte, ¿eh?
Where can I get a map?
I've got one in the trailer. It won't be easy for you to find, though.
Why?
You know how senile Grandpa is. I hid the map because he keeps mistaking it for one of his recipes.
Oh yeah, I remember. If I ever have to eat Northeast again, I'll be sick for sure. Where can I get a compass?
I think Grandpa has one. Why don't you go and ask him?
Great. I might as well ask Bruno. Grandpa is so senile, he forgets what you asked if he tries to string two sentences together.
I might be a bit senile, but I've still got 2 ears with which I can still see very clearly.
Oh my, that won't be easy.
No,
See
esto te va a llevar un
Yep.
ratito
See you,
dándole
and
vueltas con
don't
el abuelo.
forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
Venga, abuelo, hablamos con él. Para que nos dé la brújula.
Hello, Grandpa.
Ah, hello, Ben. Is your hat still too tight?
Gee, Grandpa, you've seen...
You can ask me whatever. Whatever.
You know,
Equivocado, perdón.
I want to
Este.
take a look around the autumn forest, but I keep getting lost.
If you want to go for a walk, have you given Spot something to drink yet?
Yes, Grandpa. All done and finished.
Well, you've earned a little walk then. Ah, but be careful. The autumn forest is big and dense. Yeah, very, very much like my beard. You can very easily get lost in it.
Lo sé, ya lo he
Again, very
comprobado.
much like my beard.
I already noticed that.
Lo del
You'd better
bosque, no
take
lo de
my
la barba.
comb. I mean compass with you. Now, where did I put it?
Bueno, aquí empieza a darle
There
vueltas,
is
se lía el
the
solo.
trailer, under the bed.
Great. Thanks, Grandpa. Under the bed, right?
Yes, under the bed. I like to take a pinch late at night.
Take a pinch of the compass?
Yes, I know, it's unhealthy. But at my age, well,
Are you sure you're talking about the compass? Don't you mean compote?
compote? What are you insinuating? Did you nose around my notes? Besides, if I planned anything like that, it would be none of your business. You must consider all the consequences of such a compote, you know.
A compote with broad ramifications?
Yes, so you better keep your nose out of it.
Oh, Grandpa, you're talking about a complot. You're planning a complot.
A complot? I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't need to plan a complot. I just made one not 10 minutes ago, right behind the trailer.
That's compost.
Impossible. I carry the compost with me all the time.
The compost?
It's in my pocket. I'm pretty sure it is. Just a second. Here it is.
Aquí han tenido que cambiar mucho de la traducción
Grandpa,
para darle algo de
that's not
sentido a
compost.
tanto
That's
sin
the
sentido,
compass.
Really?
a tanta
Then where's
confusión
the
del viejo.
compost? Would you mind checking under my bed?
Sure. Just remind me again later, okay? Now, I'm taking a walk in the autumn
Venga.
forest.
I'll be back for lunch, you hear?
No, thanks. I really don't care for petroleum soup.
What,
No le
what's
den más
that?
coba al
Oh,
viejo, no
nothing
le den
really.
más coba.
Thanks, Grandpa. See you later.
Cheer up, Ben.
Bien, ahora rápidamente. Vamos a nuestro carromato del que salimos antes. Convertimos a Spot a su forma normal. Lo cogemos y lo metemos en el agujero.
That could act. Hey, Spot, I need your help. We have to get this thing open. You think you can do that? All right, go for
Ah,
it.
por ello. Nos abrirá la estufa. Que si lo habéis comprobado antes estaba atascada la puertecilla.
That was not too bad.
Pillamos el cofre. Abrimos nuestro inventario y utilizamos la llave que habíamos conseguido de la boca del
I
oso
wonder if
con
that's
el
the key
cofre.
to Ben's casket. It matches. The casket is open.
Y aquí dentro... Uy, aquí tenemos el mapa. Ay, pillamos la pala, que se me pasaba. Y nos dirigimos al otro carromato. Ya tenemos el mapa y la brújula. Podemos ir en cualquier momento al bosque, pero antes necesitaremos unas cosas de aquí. Nada más entrar, cerramos la puerta. De detrás cogemos el corcho. Después la redecilla que hay en la pared. La dentadura y el trapo que hay debajo. Bueno, el pañuelo. Aquí hay un montón de cosas extrañas. Yo diría de no comer nada de eso. Yo al menos no comería nada de eso. Esto no sé qué es, pero tiene una pinta horrible. Prefiero no preguntármelo. Y en el caldero, bueno, si queréis mirarlo, si os atrevéis.
Grandpa's latest creation, petroleum soup. Inflammatory on the stomach, highly flammable in general, and a hazard to all low-flying birds in the vicinity.
Nada, una pequeña dosis por la mañana contiene el combustible que necesitas para todo el día. Larguémonos de aquí antes de que se le prenda fuego a todo eso. Y por fin nos piramos y dejamos a este par de colgados aquí. Nos vamos a dar una vuelta por el bosque con Spot, que es el único amigo que
Oh
necesitamos.
dear, he's getting more and more difficult each day.
He's still young. He hasn't found his responsibilities in the world yet.
He should carry out his responsibilities to the circus first, before looking for new ones.
Oh, by the way, I hate you, both of you.
Ahí está.
I just wanted to get that off my chest. Never mind me.
Venga, adiós.
Ben is in a bad mood today.
Oh, shut up, Grandpa. Just be quiet, will you?
Bien, pues hasta aquí llega nuestra primera parte. En el mapa tenemos desbloqueada la orilla, que es donde deberemos dirigirnos. Y la cual veremos en la segunda parte de esta videoguía. Así que hasta la siguiente, chicos. Espero os haya gustado a todos y que os haya sido de mucha utilidad.